Okay, good morning class. Good afternoon class. So today we're looking at statistics. We're looking at the examples 4. Thank you. Looking at the examples for exercise 13.4. And 13.4 is on page 440 or 450. The example.
Yes, the examples are 448, and then the exercise is on
52.
53.
I know that is a lot of explanation here. Okay. So cumulative frequency. So you guys know what frequency is, no? Frequency is the number of elements or number of people or number of entries in a certain category, interval. Yes. A cumulative frequency table is a table in which we keep what is commonly known as a running total. Consider, for instance, that Mrs. Nkezi recorded the marks out of 10 with a test of a class of 32 learners who wrote. The marks obtained are given in the following frequency table. The frequency means the number of times a particular mark occurs, but that we knew already. Make it a bit smaller so you can fit onto the screen. Okay. So people, your cumulative frequency column works like this. Okay. At the end of this class, I've considered 2 people, not so. And then you add 3. What's 2 plus 3? 5. So the cumulative frequency is now 5. Can you see that? Then you add 1, which becomes 6. 6 plus 6? 12. 12 plus 8? 20. Okay? 20 plus 3? 23. You see that, people? 4 plus 23? 27. 27 plus 2? 29. 29 plus 2? 31. 31 plus 1? Can you see that, people? Also, if I had taken this into account, no problem. Yeah. So you got 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Gives you 32. Can you see that? If I add all of this up here, it also gives me the total number of 32. So you'll also note that this value here will always be equal to that value. You understand, people? Is there any confusion? You guys understand? No. Let's go with the next question. The next question said, okay, now we are told the cumulative frequency column makes it easy to see that 6 learners achieved 3 marks or less. Can you see that? That means you're saying 23 people scored a mark of 6 or less. Can you see that? 31 people scored a mark of 9 or less, or so on and so on. Alright? 29 achieved 8 marks or less. The number of learners who achieved more than 6. So more than 6. It's going to be this here. Not so. More than 6. It's going to be the total number, which is 32 minus 23. Can you see that? Which is 9. Did you see that, people? Why are you shaking your head? Don't you understand? You understand if it's 6 or less? Okay? So if 23 people got 6 or less, how many people got more than that? Which is the total number minus the people that got less. Yeah, makes sense? Note, the final cumulative frequency is 32 is equal to the total frequency, also 32. That is what I've indicated here in the red. The frequency for each mark tells us how many learners obtained that mark. Okay, so here, 3 people scored 8, 8 people scored 5. No? And then the last note here, the cumulative frequency tells us how many learners got the mark or less. Okay, that's what we indicated earlier. Cumulative frequency curve. The information in your cumulative frequency table can now be extended to a graphical representation, which is called a cumulative frequency curve or O-jive. Okay, the O-jive graph. So if they're talking about the cumulative frequency or the O-jive, they're speaking about the same thing. Okay? Cumulative frequency curve, the O-jive, are useful for finding estimates of the median, the upper and lower quartiles of the data that has been grouped into class intervals. They are also used to answer questions such as how many observations fall below or above a given value of the variable. Okay, we'll see that in action now. So we're going to consider the following table of group data representing the distribution of promotion marks of Mrs. Smith's math at the end of the grade 11 year. Draw the O-jive to represent the given data. Okay. So what they did was they actually filled it in for us already, and I removed it so that we can again speak about how to get the cumulative frequency. So how do we get it again, people? We can say 4, we transfer 4, not so. So I add 11. What's 4 plus 11? 15. What's 15 plus 9? Sorry? 24. 24 plus 8? 32. 32 plus 30? But what do we notice? The same as the total, the sum of the frequencies. You guys understand? Points to plot. When we plot as follows. We take the end point, which is 20, and the cumulative frequency, which is 4. This is 40, and the end point, which is 50, and then 60, 24, then 80, 32, 100. You guys understand? Okay. Fairly simple, no? Now to draw this, I'll make it a bit smaller. Okay. We will have to just go between phases here.
My apologies for the interruption. We're doing another call for the grade 10s who would like to donate blood. If we have missed out anybody, can you please make your way to the hall to donate blood? Thank you.
For some reason I can't go it wide. But anyway, I would have loved to have made it wide on the side. So the graph would be a better representation, but as you can see I can't move it other than bigger and smaller in the same ratio. But anyway, so we need the frequency, of course, is the highest value here on your frequency is 35. Okay, so I'm going to need 35 on my cumulative frequency, and I need to 100. Okay, so here I'm going to have, I'm going to make it smaller, it's going to be best. So I need to have the whole graph also in. Sorry about this now. Okay. So we said it's going to be 100. So it's going to be 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I could have gone 0, 20, 40, 60, but then the graph is going to be very small, which is what also I want. Otherwise I can go in threes as well. There's going to be 20, 40, 60, 80, so 100 will fit in there. So I would rather make it like that. Okay. You all okay with that? 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay. And this is your interval, which represents the marks. Okay, promotion marks. Okay. Now your cumulative frequency comes in at, this must be made a bit smaller. The cumulative frequency, the highest value is 35. We have your cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is 35. So if I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You see it's fairly small. So I can go in 4s. Okay. So I go 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. I can go in 3s. So I go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33. What was the highest? 32.
35.
Sorry? There's going to be 36. Okay. If I go with 2, it's going to be too small. So we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. They're being too short. Yeah. I did in about 20 minutes. I'll go with the bell rings, it's fine.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
No problem, boss. Okay. You guys understand? So remember what was the points that we asked you to plot? I'm just going to copy this here. This is what was asked to plot. Okay, so on your X we have 20. So these are 20 and 4. Now this is 3 here. 4 is just above that. I'm going to realign this here quickly. Okay. Let's bring it down. Okay. 4 is there. And then 40 and 15. So 40, 15 is nicely on this point here. We're frustrated. Okay, and then 60 and 24. There's 60. Anyway, on this line 24. It's about there. Okay. And then we have 80 and 32. 80 and 30. 33 is just above that. And then 100 and 135. You see, can't be on 36, no? And there's your points. So what do we do? Freehand. We do the following. Like our pencil, freehand. We connect the dots. We do what we do best in life, no? They tell us something and then we make our own stories up. Now we connect the dots and so here we go. Let's go through those points in. Right. Of course it's going to go through here now, no? Try one more time. Okay. You guys see that? And then we connected to the minimum value. Can you see this? And the minimum value is 0. Now sometimes that minimum value could have been 10. And I would have connected to 10. But because the minimum value is 0, I'm going to go with 0 here. There we go. You guys understand? Is there any confusion? Okay. So let's go to the questions pertaining this graph. On your graph, indicate where you would read and estimate value of, in the first case, the median. People, what example is this we're doing? The example on page? Sorry? 449. Okay. So the first thing is we're going to read off the median. People, what's the median? It's the middlemost number of sorted data. Now people, this data is sorted. Not so? It's written in ascending orders. So your median is the middle number. How many values are here in total? There are 35. What's the half of 35? 17 and a half. Not so? So what we do is we take our ruler, we go 15, 18, 15, 16. Okay, you must be precise here. But anyway, then 16, 17, so 17.5 is about just above it. Can you see that, people? So what we do is we take our ruler and we go across there, we read the graph, and I come down here and take the reading here. Okay. So if this is 40 and that is 60, then 50 is in the middle here. Not so? So that I would assume is at about 45. Can you see that, people? But if you got a value of, let's say, 43 or 42, it would also be unacceptable. You guys understand? So I'm going with 45. Again, it's this approximation. Okay. So it's going to be at, what's the value that I got there? 45. So B number 1 is 45. Let's go with number 2, the lower quartile. Now, the lower quartile is 1/4 of 35. Can you see that, people? So it's going to be a quarter. Quarter. A quarter times 35 gives us 8,75. Can you see that? So what I do is, I go on the graph again. So 8,75 is close to 9, but not 9 yet. So what I do is I just take it lower than 9. Can you see it? Anyway, this is the value lower than 9. And I go across, reach the graph, I bring it down. Can you see that, people? Again, I'm using you should be using a ruler. And you indicate where you're taking your reading. Can you see that? On your graph, indicate, oh, this says indicate where you read your median. Okay. So what do I do here, people? This is going to be Q1. Not so? And if this is 20 and that is 40, this looks like it's going to be in the middle of that. Not so, which is 30. Number 3. Now I'm just going to draw in where I read off my median. Well, how do we calculate the median again? It's 35 divided by 2, which is 17 and a half. No? So what did I do was, I said 18. So that's 15, 18. So 17 and a half is there, very close to 18. With my ruler, I'm going across, and as a D, I turn down. It's going to be an answer of? Sorry? 45. You got 45 here, no? Okay, so I'm going to mark here, that was 45. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and restart the program. Sorry about that. Let's hope it's going to work now. So it's going to be at, what is that value? 45. I'm just going to make this mark here. Where is it marking? Let's go here. Okay, so more higher. So it's going to be 45. So this is your median. Okay. It's going to make an M here for median and then Q1. Okay. See, it needs to be at the points where I'm indicating, because otherwise you're going to get confused. Right, then for the third one it says upper quartile. So upper quartile is the same as quartile 3. Okay, so quartile 3, how do we get to quartile 3? 3 over 4 times 35, not so. 3 over 4. Okay, that's better. 3 over 4 times 35. And give you 26.5. So let's go. 24, 7. So 26.5 is just under 27, not so. And you see it's going to hit this point exactly on here, which is, if this is 60, 80. So that is going to be 20 apart divided by 3. It's going to be 6,67. No? So it's going to be 66. Approximately that is 66, 67. Again, people, if you guys are going to get any value, a notable value between 60 and 80, you're going to get the mark. What we do is, we say, okay, let's read where we get the 26.7 value, and we go on your graph, not on my graph, on the graph you draw. And then I say, okay, is that 66,6 or 66? And then we give it a mark accordingly. You guys understand? So this is going to be your Q3 is going to be approximately 66. So we'll take that off there. Then this is going to be your Q3 is going to be marked. Okay. You guys understand? Alright. Then the next question says, is that it? Huh?
Yes.
Alright. Sometimes I could, okay, let's just go to the next question. So this is example 2, and example 2 is on page? Sorry? 451. Okay. So here we are told now that in example 2 in April of 2010, the general statistics of the African Cup of Nations shows that Egypt was top of the log with 84 points. South Africa had 31 points. The table that follows show the group data figure for the points held by the 34 nations in the league. The points have been grouped in intervals of 10. Okay. Now again, there was values in here, and I took it out, okay, to show you how we fill this in. Because in the exam, people, you actually get the table, but there's values missing, of course. Can you see that, people? Yes, right. So let's go. How do you do the frequency column? Cumulative frequency. I say 12 remains 12, and then 17. Okay, and then 21, and then 23, then 25, then 29, then 32, then 33, then we add this up. 12, 17, 21, 29, 34. So again, the total, the sum of the frequency is going to be the last value of the cumulative frequency value. What values must be plotted? Points to be plotted. It's going to be what? 10 and 12. Then 20 and 17. Then 30 and 21. Then 40 and 23. Then 50 and 25. Then 60 and 29. Then 70 and 32. Then 80 and 33. Then 90 and 34. Okay. You guys understand? Alright, so let's go. Just copy this. Okay, so what do I need? I need to have one of these graphs, okay? I'll give you grid paper to draw this on, okay? So where do we go? Start off with, what does this represent? Points. Okay, so this represents points. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. It will be to our benefit later on when we read values from it. Okay. This is a bit smaller, some OCD coming play. No, not right yet. Right. So we need how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points. No? So it starts by 0. Can you see that? 0. So I'm going to go 0. It's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I'm not getting 19. Can you see? I have a little problem. So instead of that, I'm rather going to say 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Can you see? I couldn't have gone with what's the names there. Okay? Couldn't have gone with every second unit being something. Okay? Otherwise I would have to have added more columns. You guys understand? I'm also not going to go with 15s and get 15, 30 and so on, because the interval values is actually in tens. You guys understand? So here is going to be your points, no? This represents points. Okay. And then on the side we'll have our cumulative frequency. Okay. So what point? Oh yes. And what's the highest value here? 34. So what do I do? I said it's going to be 34. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Now I'm going to get to 34. So let's go with 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. 3 would fit nicely. Not so. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Okay. So which points do we plot? We go with 10 and 12. So x is 10, y is 12. 20 and 17. So if 18 is here, 17 is a third below it. Not so. The next one, 30 and 21. 18, 19, 20, 21. It's on that line. No? And then 40 and 23 is just less than 24. 50 and 25, it's just above 24. 60 and 29, 27 is less than 30. And then 70 and 32, just less than 33. And then 80 and 33. And then 34. Not so. So what do? I do freehand. Not with a ruler. If you use a ruler, you're going to lose points. You're going to lose a mark. Okay? Freehand. We connect the dots. Yeah, that's a bit better than the previous one that we connected. And what do? We ground it. We take this to, and it starts to 0. Okay. Easy people, this worth. Sometimes 4 marks, sometimes 3 marks. Okay. But importantly, what comes after this is dependent on how good your graph is. Okay. So let's go. First things first. Question second. Let's take his points out here. We are told complete the cumulative the columns in the above table. We just did that. Draw the O-jive or cumulative frequency curve to represent the given data. We just did that. Use your graph to determine approximate values of the median. People, what's the median? The median is the middle number of sorted data. Not so. Median is the middle number of sorted data. I just need that there. Okay. So the median is the middle number. So people, how many values are here? Sorry? 34. So your median is going to be 34 multiplied by? Or divided by 2. So it's going to be the 17th value. Not so. So it says, use your graph and determine approximate value. In the previous question, they just asked you to mark it off. We did both. Not so. We're that kind of students, no? That wants to do more. Keep on lying to yourself, you start renaming the lines, no? Can you make a copy? Or, yeah, delete a copy, so delete that. So let's go. So we're going to read it at the 34th number. So the CI. So we go. This is 17th number, no? There's 12, 15, 18. So 17, just below this, not so. But we work with this value. Did we have 17 earlier? Do you see? So can this be approximate value? No. It will be exact value. Does it make sense, people? So there you're going to get the median. So I'm going to put the M there for now. And what is your median value? Your median is what's that? 20. You see, if this was a bit bigger, then you would have looked a bit nicer. Not so? But of course now, I'm not going to try all the time and lose a lesson. Number 2, lower quartile. How do you work out the lower quartile? Q1 is going to give you 1 over 4 times 34. Gives you 8.5, which is basically the 9th number. Not so?
Yes, sir.
So you go here, 8.5, just a bit lower than that. We are in the graph, I turn the graph down. And that answer is it more less than or more than 10 or 10? Definitely less than 10. So this looks like 9 or 8. Can you see? Again, if you had said 9, I would have given you the mark. What I would have done was, I would have just gone here and check and check. It's 9. Does it make sense for your graph? Okay? Sometimes you can have exactly the memo's answer here, but according to your graph, it's not that answer. You don't get the mark. Okay, so it's according to what your graph looks like. Okay? So that's going to give you 8 or 9. Let's go with 9. Okay, then the third question is for the upper quartile probably. The upper quartile show where the reading is taken and were correct to 1 decimal place. So your upper quartile is going to be 3 over 4, which is 25.5. Not so. So let's go 24, 25, 26, 27. So 25.5 is in the middle there. Can you see that? What am I using? A ruler, yes. I come down here all the way. And that is where I'm going to read my Q3. Okay, and what value is that? It's about 53, 54. Okay. Let's check in the textbook. What answer did they get for your median, for their median? 21. The lower quarter? 6.5. We got 8. And then for Q3? 54, 53. Can you see that was close? No? To their answer, very close. But these are a bit out. But you will again see what I'm trying to emphasize is if you're going with Q1 and your answer is more than 10, of course you're not going to get that mark. Why? So that's not taking in a different class here. Can you see that? Class interval. Then we are asked use your graph to determine how many teams scored 70 goals or less. How many teams scored 70 goals or less? So what do we do? Now we go to 70. There are 70 goals, not so. So what you do is, again you're using the same, use a ruler. But we worked with 70 already, not so. 70 was 32. So it's 32. And there you can see it as well. 70 or less is 32. Do you guys understand? Okay. So 70 goals or less, 32 teams, and then E. Give the 66th percentile of this data set. 66 over 100 multiplied by 34. 66 over 100 multiplied by 34 gives us 22.44. Was it 22.44, no? Yes, sir. So here we go. 22.44 is about the. Can you see that, people? Let I get reading there now. Which is? I'm coming to 38. Okay? That's 22.44. Now that position. So therefore it is 38. 38 teams. Okay, what is the textbook's answer here? 14, close to 38, not so? And for D? 32. Alright. It's always nice to see what they got, but because they are now using better, what's the name than what I am? Apparatus, what do you call that stuff? But anyway, if it's given that the minimum value, the minimum number of points is 84. Sorry, the maximum. And the minimum is 3. Draw a box and whisker plot to represent this data, rounding values. The 5 number summary to the nearest whole number. Okay, so the 5 number summary. So what I do is I draw the ruler again. The scale is very important on your what's his name? Okay, on your box and whisker diagram. So if I start at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. What's the maximum value here? 84. So 3s is not going to work. Can you see that, people? So I'm rather going to go with 5s. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Not going to work. So I'm rather going to go with 10s. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 7, 8, 9. Evenly spaced. Can you see how evenly spaced with the ruler? Yes. Keep on lying to yourself until you believe your lies. Okay. But definitely you guys must use a ruler. No? So what do we do? For the lowest value, you get a dot. So if this is 10, 5 is in the middle, 3 is about there. Your maximum value also get a dot. The maximum is at 84. So if that is 85, it's just less than 85, so it's 84. Quartile 2, which is your median value, it's going to be 20. Gets a stroke. So I put 20 here. Then Q1 is 8 or 9. Is 10. 8 is approximately there, or 9. Whatever. I think I wrote 9 or 8. 9, huh? But on the WhatsApp I wrote 8. But anyway, 8 or 9. And then your Q1 was, Q3 was 54. So there's 50. So 55 is there, so just less than that. It's 50. People, it's again by approximation. Of course, 54 won't lie here. Then you'll definitely lose them all. Okay, give her the note. Give it to her. Give the note to her. Give whatever you want to give to her. Give it quickly. Please give it. We're waiting for you. Now give her the pencil. Can somebody give her a pencil, please? There we go. So in the note you were writing, Lavi, give a pencil, please. Huh? Yes. Right, people? You all okay with this? So there's your box. And these are my whiskers. Hence, box and whisker diagram. Okay, I couldn't meet up with that point there. So I'm just going to put it there. Again, people, this is an approximation of what's happening. Will you guys understand? And from here, the question could be, how is this data symmetrical? Skewed to the left or skewed to the right? What do we note here? That is bigger. So it's skewed to the right. Or positively skewed. Verstaan julle? Easy enough? Beautiful. If you don't get this part of the work right, then I don't know what's wrong with you people. Okay. Unless you get everything else right and this wrong, it's also okay. People said statistics is 15 marks out of 150. Your final exam, okay. 15 or 20 marks. I think it's 20 marks. Okay. This question comes up often. It's either this standard deviation, which will come up as well, which is in the next lesson, and then your what's his name? Your equation, your regression line. Okay, so it's simple things to follow. Yes, Michael. Finals. 50. Now you're going to write a 2-hour paper. So it's 100 marks. Okay, this is coming in. People, the full lesson can be found in the description box below. Okay. For homework, I would like you guys to do exercise 13.4, the odd numbers. Okay.